How do you envision the world in 30 years?
How do you envision the world in 30 years?
How do you see the world in 30 years?
Well, when I get older, I really want to be a teacher. So I see the world as something that's education-based. Because without education, we're really nothing. We need to know things to keep society moving. I'm going to make sure that I teach all of my students to the best of my ability and that students leave my classroom knowing something, or they leave the classroom with a lesson. Like, they're not just going out empty-minded. Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I want everyone to be more open and more accepting to others, regardless of race, sex, like anything. We should just be more willing to accept others' feelings, others' thoughts, and not really want to combat it, but just like take it in and see how we could improve the world together as a compromise, I guess.
And how do you plan on making that happen?
I'm not sure yet, but I think it's just the idea of working together. I think that's what we lack as a society, just like the togetherness. So I just feel like we should just come together and like make the world a better place, even though it sounds easy, but it's really not.
I envision a world where people are treated equally and animals are treated with the respect that they deserve. I'd like to help out in animal shelters and also to like help world hunger and third world countries that are like going through hard times right now. I'd like to go down there and help them and volunteer and donate items that I have that they could use.
Honestly, at the rate that we're going at, I don't see too much change because it took us centuries just to accept the fact that people have the right to love one another, which is like it's like a natural thing. It's a natural right. And I feel like if we don't do as much change as we should be, then not much change is going to happen in 30 years.
What do you think can improve like your idea and at least make it a positive world?
I think that people should become more educated on things, because the reason why we have so much misunderstandings on sexism and feminism, racism, is because people have opinions that don't come from anywhere. They just come from things that they were raised with to think. They weren't taught anything. So I feel like if people become more educated on like the struggles of someone who faces racism on a daily basis, or they don't have the right to be a feminist, or they experience discrimination on a day-to-day basis, then if people understand, then we can actually make a change that'll last longer than 2 minutes.
I don't see any change happening, later at the rate we're going. I'm hoping there's some change at some point in like 30 years, so yeah.
What do you think we could do to make some change?
I don't know. I just feel like it all depends on us. It's not like just one person, but the whole like entire community, like the whole nation, like perhaps. Like we all just like learn how to love one another and just accept each other. So it all depends on us.
Well, I would like to say that, there's going to be a change because, I guess a lot of people will say, no, we won't have a change at the rate that we're going, which I would agree. But, if you look at recent events, gay marriage just got illegal like out of nowhere. So I'm hoping, we can make a change in the world. And I think it is possible. 30 years, 20 years, doesn't matter about the time, just as long as we all work together. I want to also stress the fact that education is important. And I think the world would be a beautiful place if we just get off our phones. With the technology, people, it's enough. Love each other, hug each other, respect each other. Amen. Get off our phones. With the technology, people, it's enough. Love each other, hug each other, respect each other. Amen.
I want everyone to be happy and like have a job, have a place to stay, have like people in their life that they want like to be with, and like just happiness.
How would you contribute to the world's happiness?
I'm not sure at the moment.
I hope there will be no world hunger because I hate people suffering due to the lack of food that they have. And I also want to like take care of people and like cure illnesses and make everyone healthy.
How would you allow this?
I want to become a doctor in the future, so then like I just want to like help people like by my occupation. Yeah.
I hope that in the future the world will be free of diseases, and that people will be free to live their lives happily.
I hope that there will be no genocide like what's happening in Burma and Palestine, and I hope that people all over the world will meet their basic needs of life. Yeah, that's it.
How do you think you can contribute to this?
I hope that we can make like different organizations, and we can all people can come together and work for it. Yeah.
It's going to be a world where like people know how to like step away from their own mentality and just not be selfish about everything. Just put like other people's wants and needs into consideration.
And how do you plan on making that possible?
I mean, I think it starts with like you have to like do it first and then just sort of like spread the word to everybody else.
Acceptance, I guess.
And how do you plan on reaching acceptance?
I don't think we can necessarily do anything about it. Like, the world is what it is, and it will get itself there.
Well, I plan on changing the world by having everyone come together in a way that we can all eliminate racial discrimination. And I know we've come a long way throughout the years, and if we all stay together, we can definitely make a change.
And how about you?
I'm just saying building relationships just in general, just to end discrimination like by sex, race, religion, and by beliefs. Just bring everybody in one.
Well, I envision the world being like people more accepting of themselves. Like the standards are going to be eliminated. No more girls are going to starve themselves to be skinny, and no guys are going to put steroids in their body to become muscular and fit the standards. Like the standards to be eliminated, and like people be happy with themselves, just the way they are.
I see the world as hopefully a better place than today is, or because we're making progress right now with the amount of bills that the Supreme Court is passing. We have marriage equality in all of the 50 states. So hopefully we will go down that road and have like more equality towards the races that has been persisting for probably about 60 years or more. And then once we're done with like fixing the major issues in America, we can go on to the world and hopefully make the planet a better place.
And how do you guys plan on reaching that ideal world?
Well, we've been brainwashed by the standards. We can brainwash people again and like fix the standards into what people are right now.
Yeah, I agree. The way that we're going to fix them is probably to focus on primarily education, and then about the environment when it becomes globally, and then equality throughout the world.
So how do you envision the world in 30 years?
Well, hopefully everybody will be more sympathetic towards each other.
And acceptance. And every child will get an education, because you don't know if the next Einstein is stuck in poverty and can't afford one. So
less child abuse too.
And how do you guys plan on making the world better?
Well, I don't think it's an individual effort. I believe everyone has to come together and, contribute. We have to fight for what we want.
Well, in 30 years, I think there's not going to be, like, imagination, since people are always on their phone and they don't really think for themselves. Like, with homework, everyone just uses the internet for homework, so that's what I believe.
Do you think that you're guilty of this?
Yeah, I use my phone for, like, my phone and, like, the internet for a lot of things. Like, there's a question in school that I can't answer. I'll just use that instead of using my own brain.
In 30 years, I would have accessible shelters for everybody who's either poor or rich, because I think now the shelters aren't as friendly to the community, because they're there, but no one really uses it, and people who are suffering through education and who are hungry don't, like, really use it. So in 30 years, I hope that they would use it.
In 30 years, I envision everyone having education so they could have better opportunities in their life.
How would you make this possible?
Well, they could send teachers to like third world countries and like free college for everyone, I guess.
I envision a world full of successful individuals who work together in order to make a change in their community.
And how would you make this possible?
By becoming one of them.
And how do you envision the world in 30 years?
I envision a world to be more heavily associated with technology, but hopefully the artificial intelligence are not going to take over us.
Well, I envision it as just like a more peaceful place overall. Like the third world countries better, like not just with the hunger, but like they have roofs above their heads, and there's like at least less war, because there's probably never going to be no war, but at least there's some sort of peace instead of this all-out everyone killing each other.
Well, I envision the world to be either progressing or regressing. It all depends on the people around it. this world, the people in this world need to mature. They either need to, and to mature, you need to have an education. People need to be less ignorant. They have to respect other people, broaden their horizon of ideas. That's the only way this world can get any better.
And how would you contribute to this?
I would contribute by supporting others, being myself, and becoming a positive statistic, basically.
That was nice.
I envision it with no crime, world peace, and more acceptance of everyone else.
How would you contribute to this?
I guess everyone can be kind to each other, have good hearts, and just spread love.
Where everyone is treated equally and laws are made so everyone is equal and they don't have anything with discriminating against gay people or bisexuals like they already did, but they should have more depending on each race, and like making Hispanics and African Americans and white all equal, especially women with jobs. They should be given equal pay.
How would you contribute to this?
I'm not really sure.
Envision it to for everyone to have more of an open mind and for people to be more equal, but at the same time there's still people who are going to be unhappy and unsatisfied of what we have today. And what we will have in 30 years.
Do you think so far we're making progression?
Yes, I think so far we're making progression. So far people are becoming more open-minded. The gay marriages have been just legalized now. Right now there's a big feminist boom also, and more people are fighting for gender equality.
I envision the world in 30 years with no starvation, no poverty, no greed, no crime, no inequality, and more peace.
How would you make this a reality?
To get rid of old beliefs.
Can you elaborate?
The belief of slavery in the past, we got rid of that. So I think that we can also do that with the other things that are occurring in society today, such as poverty and racism, discrimination.
How I would like it to be envisioned is a place where anyone could get an education. It's not just the rich people or smart people, basically anyone. It doesn't matter your SAT grades, your ACT or anything, or what class you're in. Everyone gets an education. That's the only way to have a bright future.
So far, do you think that we made progression?
We're getting there, but we need more progression on it. I think right now the tuition for colleges are too high and everything, and they should lower it down. They want everyone to have an education.
I definitely think that there's going to be a lot more positivity in the world. I feel like we, as people, definitely need to start sharing more acceptance and being more tolerant of each other. And I feel like in 30 years, that's definitely going to progress. And I feel like we're already on a good page by making gay marriage legal in any state. So that's where I see it going in 30 years.
In 30 years, I envision the world as a place where we can see ourselves in being unified and not in a way where we're destroying each other, where there's actual peace and not destruction. That's all.
Anyway, do you think that there has been any progression?
No, I have not, to be honest. Have y'all?
Well, I feel like everyone should love each other. We should be in harmony and have peace with each other. Like I said, we should love each other and protect our friends, family, even animals, and yeah.
I would like to say that more third world countries receive more aid, and that the generation now knows that we're basically the future, so our present now will really affect our future. And yeah.
How do you think that should be done?
I think that more people now should look into careers that can actually affect this. And people, instead of making a mockery of our generation, they should really work hard and make it, a stable future.
I see it as a very peaceful place with love and respect for everyone. Yeah, that's about it.
Elaborate, please.
And when I get older and I get a job, I would start an organization, which is a nonprofit organization that helps pretty much everything instead of just one cause. We could help with domestic abuse, bullying,
third world country, things like that.
No one's really prepared for change. We can try, but the world is spontaneous, right? We have natural disasters, we have all of these random things happening. We have, sadly, terrorism. We have people that are here to sabotage us, or people that are just taught differently. So, I mean, like, I wasn't prepared to get interviewed today. So, we have to influence others. It's like a persuasive essay, right? You want to try to influence someone to buy the product. So, you have to tell people, you know, maybe I can't change your mind about racism, but I can help you understand how to accept somebody. And, you know, synergy, like accepting the differences in others. Now, in this century, we're influenced by the media. And, you know, we're commonly compared to this pyramid in society where the big boss is on the top and the little guys are on the bottom. But in reality, the pyramid is flipped over, and those little people that are working in those shacks and in those garages and those engineers and lawyers and doctors, everything is flipped in society, and we have to realize that without those people, those big bosses wouldn't be anything. Those CEOs and everything, you know? So
You seem to have a high perspective. How do you think you will do those things?
Okay, well, since we're so influenced by the media, you know, like a lot of times you see people having fights on the street and there's somebody recording it to put it on YouTube. So we have to get, like, you know, have you ever watched Jimmy Kimmel and stuff like that, or Ellen? You know, people like that can really promote things like accepting, and those kind of people can help promote the idea, and we can live amongst each other peacefully.
I really like your idea. Thank you.
I said I envision a world without hunger.
And how do you plan to change that?
Being an activist for those who don't have a voice.
I envision a world with more people who want to help.
In what way?
Because I think that there are a lot of issues in our society that's already a given, but like not everyone can do really big to help others, but we can always do a little to help. So if we have more people who really want to help without like any desire for money or other stuff, then our world will be better.
I feel like a lot of people focus on like education and cure for diseases and stuff, but I feel like we should also give kind of focus for the kids and the newer generations for sports and arts and crafts, because I feel like in a lot of third world countries and just in the world in a wider range, sports isn't given a lot of focus or a lot of attention to, and sports and arts and crafts to create a better focus in the world and like something that kids could actually work on and stuff. So yeah.
I honestly see the world in 30 years being somewhere where people are not afraid to pronounce themselves as feminists, male or female, and it doesn't hold a derogatory sense anymore to the name of feminism, because what they are trying to promote is equality amongst the gender. There's no like hierarchy amongst like feminist groups, at least the one that how I pronounce myself a feminist. So I feel that I hope that happens where feminism doesn't hold a negative sense anymore.
How do you plan on changing that?
I feel like I'm already a feminist activist, like in social media, like Facebook and things like that sort, promoting the awareness and basically educating people, friends, family members on what the topic really is based on what the news tells you or other parts of media that are not reliable.
Do many people follow what you say on the social media?
Yes, I have some like people, a lot of friends on Facebook who agree with me, and I have a feminist group on Facebook which deals with a lot of issues that are surrounding feminism and men and girls of youth.
Do you think it has helped many others?
Definitely. I feel like so many people in my school are now better educated on the topic and really understand the positives, the negatives, the myths, and the truths about it.
That's tough to say because right now, you know, with all these problems with, I don't know, immigration.
What do you think will change? Like, what is an issue that you want to change?
I have an issue with politics or politicians in general. They annoy the crap out of me. I dislike the whole topic, and I don't know. It's very difficult working with other people who want one thing, and then you have the opposing side that wants another thing, and it's just like okay, you have these people planning these things. Okay, who's gonna act upon them, you know? And no one does it, so I don't know.
What I would hope to see is a world with just less racism and like negativity in general. You know, America is such a nation where we're all like equal and like divided and stuff. We shouldn't have to be segregated. We should be together.
How do you plan on changing that?
I mean, schools nowadays are really like diverse and stuff. So you can kind of just branch yourself out, make friends with someone who you think is different from you or something, or share different beliefs, you know?
Justice.
Peace. Love.
Unity.
Respect.
Acceptance. Freedom.
Equality.
Now watch me whip, kill it. Now watch me nay nay. Okay. Now watch me whip, whip. Watch me nay nay. Why me do it? Now watch me whip, kill it. Watch me nay nay. Okay. Now watch me whip, whip. Watch me nay nay. Can you do it? Now watch me, ooh, watch me, ooh, watch me, ooh, watch me, ooh, watch me, ooh.